Hello and welcome to Theme Park Information. Please like, comment and subscribe for more videos. In this show we'll be discussing the top 10 roller coasters in my opinion, which I've been on. That's the important key thing. So people don't worry where Fury 325 is or anything. I haven't been on it yet. In my top 10, let's start off obviously at the number 10 spot. And that is going to be Mystic Timbers, the new for 2017 wooden roller coaster. Absolutely awesome, really good fun ride, lots of airtime, really aggressive, fast-paced layout, really no real concerns or qualms with it. Has comfortable seats, it's well themed, it looks cool, it's modern, it's up to date, it has great capacity, it literally just ticks so many boxes. I suppose the only downside is the shed is a little bit disappointing, but oh well, I could live with it. I wasn't overly hyped for it anyway, so we'll get over that. Great addition to the park as well. It means it's the park with the most amount of wooden roller coaster in terms of track length, which is awesome. Moving on, also at Kings Island is going to be Banshee, which is a B&M inverted roller coaster. Now this thing is great. It has a awesome set of inversions. The transitions between them are awesome. The layout is great. The station, the sign, the colour scheme, everything about it is just on point. It is quite possibly one of the prettiest roller coasters I have seen. Sadly, it does lack a little bit of theming throughout the layout, but I can give over that because of how cool it actually does look as a ride. And it is well worth going on. Really enjoyable. Coming in at the number 8 spot is going to be Towering at Phantasialand. Now, this is a highly addictive roller coaster. It's very energetic, very forceful, very aggressive. It has a little bit of airtime, a little bit of intensity as well in it. It has beautiful theming. It interacts with the theming really well. That's not just for the ride, that's for the entire section. Just absolutely great. It has 2 launches, the second of which I've only ever described it as brutal. It just really does hit you like a freight train. Underground as well, you know, right in the belly of the beast, and you just launch out of it. Absolutely awesome. What a way to, you know, like signal the halfway stage of any roller coaster. Fantastic. Very little in the way of problems or faults. That's good operations, good throughput, really fast moving, ride with a good quick queue line as well, well themed as well in the queue. Almost no qualms with it at all. Like, I can't really think of anything negative to particularly say. And it's very much the same story with the number 7 roller coaster, which is Millennium Force. Now, I've wanted to ride this from the year 2000 when it was being built and finally finished. Looks absolutely awesome in pictures and on video, and I can assure you it is really good. There is a little caveat to this, I should say. This is Millennium Force at the front row, and it's one of the only rides I may say this for, because at the front row this is just so good. It is so much better than it is anywhere else on the train. I don't know what it is, I don't know why, but on the front row I absolutely love this thing. On the back row I thought it was good. At the front row, 7th best roller coaster I've been on. So coming in at the number 6 spot we have Colossus at Hyde Park, the wooden roller coaster version, not the one which goes upside down 10 times. This ride is just such good fun. It has a great drop, it has lots of airtime, it has a particularly painful helix, but I'm willing to look past that because of how good the airtime and, you know, force on this ride is. Sadly as well, it is also currently down for maintenance and has been for quite a while, after they discovered apparently some problems with the track. Rumoured to be opened back up in 2019, I believe, from what I was reading on Coaster Force recently. So hopefully it'll be back up and running to its, you know, to its best sooner or later. It's a great ride, massive icon for the park, well worth going on if it's open. Right, into the top 5 we go, and we're going to start off with Behemoth, which is a B&M hypercoaster. This thing has so many hills, so many, you just run out of them. just, you know, really just perfect. It has a good drop. Admittedly, I have been on better, but the drop is really good. And then the hills are just great. You get airtime on all of them. The turnaround's good fun. It's in a really picturesque part of the park, actually. It's over water, and then there's the water park to the side of it. Really cool. It had almost no queue as well, which I imagine did slightly help the situation. It was just a fantastic ride. Really, really enjoyable. Would love to go on it again. Probably won't for a while, but it's absolutely smashing. At the number 4 spot, we have Helix, which is an absolutely classic Mack roller coaster at Liseberg in Sweden. This ride just does everything, really. It has a great little station pre-drop. It has 7 inversions. It has 2 launches. It has airtime moments. It has terrain interactions. It has great transitions. It has beautiful points to view the ride. It has really great roller coaster design trains, which gives you plenty of freedom and movement. You don't feel restricted. It literally just ticks so many boxes. I can't think of anything really negative to say other than that the queue line is a little bit long and boring, maybe. It also gives great night rides as well, so it's very much deserving of the number 4 spot. Right, the third best roller coaster I've ever been on, and it is Maverick. This ride pretty much does absolutely everything. Has a great launch. That's this still. I'm not quite sure how to describe it, but the drop is awesome. The intensity of this ride is awesome. The inversions on it are awesome. The launch on it later on in the ride is awesome. There's airtime. It's a smooth, long, comfortable ride. Interacts with the train really well. It's great transitions. The only downside is I had to queue for quite a while for it, but I could get over that with how good a ride this actually is. Just an absolute classic. Definitely the best ride at Cedar Point at the time this video is released. Obviously that might become very untrue very quickly, but it's an absolute gem. Pretty much perfect. Right, moving on to the number 2 spot, and we have got Shambhala at Fuerteventura in Spain. This ride is phenomenal. I've never walked off a roller coaster before and felt like I was literally floating, and that is how good that ride is. The first drop, fantastic. The airtime, fantastic. The splashdown, the tunnel, fantastic. The figure of 8 turnaround, which still blows my mind slightly, think about it off ride. Just fantastic. This ride has some really great theming. It has some great interactions as well with Dragon Khan. It looks superb. It is smooth, comfortable. You feel open and exposed, but at the same time safe and secure. I've never had to queue for it that long. It is just a great ride to go on a warm summer's day. Fantastic. One of the best roller coasters possibly in Europe and possibly the world. It is so good. Unfortunately, it is not as good as my number 1 coaster. My top roller coaster at this moment in time is the Leviathan at Canada's Wonderland. This is again B&M. This time it is a giga coaster. It is 300 plus feet, and that first drop is just a piece of art. It is just fantastic. You really do feel like you're falling off the face of the earth with it. It is huge, long, drawn out, but forceful, intense. This ride doesn't have to have that many elements. It doesn't have particularly strong transitions. It literally just has huge hills, huge turnarounds. Everything is just massive on it. There's a real sense of scale and size to it, and it just kind of blew my mind when I went on it. And I will be honest, the lap bar and seatbelt kind of left a little bit to desire to get that perfectly right, where there's a fine line between it being safe and it being too tight, and you manage to get airtime and stuff like that. And when you find that little green zone, it's absolutely fantastic. All the hills give you airtime. There's also just a sense of just the scale of it as well. It's just awesome. Love the name as well. Love the sign. Love the colours. Kind of love the fact it goes around near the front entrance as well. Really does welcome you into the park. It is a fantastic roller coaster, and I'm actually generally looking forward to seeing what can actually beat it. I have a few rides which I think might be up there, but anyway, hope you've enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Maybe post your top 10 roller coasters down below, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Anyway, catch you guys later.